everyone, this is Jurassic Toys 2000, here to start a new series of reviews, and we will be looking at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection from Mattel. And we're going to start off by looking at the human figures, and here we have Dr. Alan Grant. For quite some time now, fans have wanted to see characters from the original movies in figure form once again, and this time Mattel was listening. As such, they've done a fantastic job in creating the Legacy Collection, and it definitely shows in figures such as this one. So let's begin by getting Alan out of the package. The humans are put in a standard bubble packaging, so getting them out is a breeze. Grant has articulation that has become standard in both the Legacy line and the main Jurassic World line. A ball-jointed head so it can go in any direction one pleases. Articulation at the shoulders can go a full 360 and pivot outward. Can bend and twist at the elbows. Articulation at the waist can move a full 360. Articulation in the hips so they can move forward and pivot outward. And articulation in the knees can bend and twist side to side. This is probably the most articulation Dr. Grant has seen since 2001. Now looking at detail, starting with the head sculpt, you can see that the likeness to Sam Neill is pretty good. As far as toys go, this is probably the most accurate likeness to Sam Neill that any of the figures made for Grant have had. He's also wearing his trademark beige fedora, which is not removable. Looking under the brim of the hat, you'll notice that just above his left eyebrow you can see a little flick of hair jutting out from beneath his hat. Some nice attention to detail on Mattel's part. Moving down to the torso, Grant is wearing his blue denim shirt, which is detailed with pockets and some creases here and there. Behind his shirt collar, you can see his red bandana tied around his neck. The sleeves of his shirt are rolled up just a small ways before the elbow joint, and on his left wrist is a brown watch. His belt is nicely detailed for its scale, includes a small brass buckle, and his belt loops are left the same khaki color as the rest of his pants. His pants are nicely detailed with some rumples and folds here and there. And finally, he wears plain brown boots, which differ from the lightly colored Timberland-like boots that he wore in the film. Overall, this is a superb representation of Grant at this scale. Mattel did a fantastic job, but unfortunately there are a couple differences. I've already mentioned the boots, but another thing that Grant had was a pocket knife or multi-tool that sat in its sheath on his belt. A minor nitpick, but is noticeable. Now let's move on to accessories. Grant's only accessory is this flare gun. Now, some fans were confused as to why this was included with him. He didn't have one in the first film, but he would end up using one briefly in Jurassic Park 3. Grant can hold the flare gun in either hand. And finally, Grant comes with a small Compsognathus figurine. It doesn't carry a remarkable amount of detail and is molded in a solid color. It's positioned in this sort of crouching pose, and for a reason. It's posed in such a way that it can attach to one of Grant's limbs as if it's attacking him. Another weird anachronism, as Compsognathus wasn't present in the first Jurassic Park movie. So there we have it, everyone. That was today's look at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Alan Grant figure. This is an excellent figure with a good likeness to Sam Neill, and the attention to detail is superb. The flare gun accessory doesn't add too much to the set, and it's worth noting that the Compsognathus figurines would be omnipresent throughout the Legacy Collection. That is to say, they're included with all other human figures in the range so far. So what do you think, guys? Do you already have this figure in your collection? Do you plan on adding it to your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more.